Hey guys, this is Savannah of earthandwater.co. Today we're going to talk about Beltane, but first we're going to talk about the Wheel of the Year because I'm not sure if we covered the basic overlying of what the Wheel of the Year is or not, and if we have, I forgot. But anyway, so you have a circle, the Wheel of the Year, and it's sectioned off into four. Okay, so one, two, three, four at each point. It's like a compass. And then those are your solstices and your equinoxes. So there's two of each and they go together. And the equinox is there's two a year, and it's when the sun and the day and the night are equal. And then the solstice is when it peaks out and then it starts to transition back the other direction. Following me? Okay. So those are your compass main points, like earth, north, oh my gosh, north, south, east, west. And then, but you have those in betweens, right? The southeast and the northwest and all of those. Well, those are your fire festivals, the halfway points between the equinoxes and the solstices. Okay, so getting that out of the way, the past equinox, the spring equinox was Ostara, that was the last one. Beltane is this one, which is also celebrated as May Day in a lot of cultures and whatnot. There's a cool goddess Greek, I don't know, story, something or another, ancient pagan tradition of the wedding union of the god and goddess. So, we can dissect these stories all day long. There's actually really fun to dissect when you start looking at them objectively from like a spiritual point of view instead of a like people in the sky gods type of, like the Greeks and Romans and all of that. I digress. When you start dissecting these stories and the religions and all of those things, they're all just archetypes pointing back to the same core aspects of what life in this universe is on every level, because the fractal patterns, everything's the same. On a large scale, on a small scale, it's at the no matter which direction you go, no matter where you look, all of the patterns are the exact same everywhere in everything. It is energy. It is the same type of energy. So that's really fun. But the Wheel of the Year is just celebrating that in another aspect, another way. It all relates back to the aspects of life that it's corresponding with in this time of the year and the season because, it's all connected. So Beltane is another fertility festival, just like Ostara was. But this one's, the first one's like everything's seeding, the seeds, and then now things are starting to sprout. And so it just goes through the whole cycle of life again. All the cycles are the same. I cannot stress to you that enough. But anyway, aspects of Beltane are love, passion, fire, flowers, sexuality, life, light, the maple, which is an innuendo for you know what. The colors are green, yellow, pink, and blue. We're celebrating abundance and prosperity, that which we can create. Life blooms all around me. I have an accompanying blog post, of course, that lists all of these things out so that you don't have to like take notes or anything. And you can get on there, and there's got some affirmations and some crystals, and if you care about that kind of thing. Uh, I still have to cover those topics and what to do with them on the podcast. I have blog posts for years and years and years back, but the podcast is kind of new. Anyway, uh, going back to Beltane aspects, we're celebrating the fact that winter is officially over, and now we can move into summer or spring where things are a little bit easier, a little bit better, a little bit wetter, a little bit more abundant. It is another fire festival. So a bonfire is super appropriate if you're following all the safety rules of where you live and whatnot. Disclaimer. It's fire. Fire is a form of purification. So there's that. Anything that you want to get rid of, I always love to write them on pieces of paper, write the things you want to let go of on pieces of paper and burn them on this time at this time. And that's, yeah. But like I've covered in all of the previous Will of the Year episodes, and make it your own. Please make it your own. Kind of take it as a framework to build upon. Okay, like here are some plans to a house, kind of. I don't know, maybe a house is anyway. But I need you to decorate it how you want to decorate it and do it how you want to do it and like tweak things to suit your needs and all of that. And just keep your intentions pointed toward feeling better, happiness, abundance, all of the good things in the world, and just kind of let all of the bad, all of the everything that you don't like and wasn't serving us kind of fall back to the wayside. Again, I always support a feast. Get friends together if you can. Please try to get friends together and hang out as much as you can, as often as you can, because that in itself is something that we are really missing as a society and a people, and it's the thing that we're all craving, and almost none of us are having our needs met in that one. So I know it's hard to hang out with people, but trust me, just keep trying. Just keep trying, and it helps crazy amounts with mental health and whatnot. Anyway, traditional Beltane foods would be, of course, anything that's found in your area at this time. We're always trying to eat whole foods, seasonal, local, that kind of thing. So talk to your local farmers, check out the farmers market, and see what you can find. I'm always pro growing your own when you can, if you can. That's always the best. That's very not a possible thing that's available to some people for sure, which, could bring me back to community and how if you are available for that thing and, sharing with each other and your neighbors and all of that. I really, 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 really want to talk to my neighbors about doing a community garden. But the most ideal location is definitely not in my yard, so like there's that problem. But anyway, I digress. You can meditate and set your intentions based on love, abundance, rebirth, prosperities, the beauty of nature, abundance. Did I say abundance? I highly encourage you to not only meditate but journal on it. And I was talking the other day about how texting a friend everything all day long is the new journaling. Okay, so find you a friend that is safe and be like, okay, you're now my diary. Thanks. You don't necessarily have to reply to everything, and you have to respect that space, because just dwell to them, just everything, everything, everything. This is what's going on, and sometimes you would be amazed at how therapeutic that is because it gives you another perspective and it gives you someone to talk things out with and point you in the right direction where it's needed. And granted, finding that person is very difficult sometimes, but just don't give up on people. Don't give up on people and don't give up on yourself. I tell myself more than I tell you. The more you get these things out and express yourself and with either all the problems that you're having in life, the more you talk about them and the more you write about them and the more you just get them out into the universe, the more you can learn to heal them because it kind of like shows you exactly what you need to heal within it. Remember cycles. Everything is all connected. Everything is all the same. You just have to figure out how to transmute that from its dimension where it lives to our reality. Words. But anyway, there's some journaling exercises over here on the blog post, mostly about reigniting passion projects and stuff. That's a cool one. That's a cool one. Pleasures, it is Taurus season. Represent. And come hang out with us in the Facebook group. The link to which is around here somewhere. Probably not too far. Anyway, that's Beltane. Let me know what you're going to do for Beltane, and I'll be here. Namaste.